Let's go. I'm gonna pull it up so I can keep an eye out. There we go. We're in business. We've got what's up, everybody? We're back. Sorry we missed last week. It was Easter. Jack didn't want to do it. It's all his fault. But
Yeah, right.
we're back. We have a very special guest, Mr. Abe Fenwick. He is my roommate's younger brother, and he's a pretty good quarterback in West Virginia. Also a baseball player that's pretty decent, I've heard.
What's up,
Is that
everybody?
true?
Oh, yes, for sure. Not to brag, but just about everything I do.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I hear that you say that at least, yeah.
Yeah, you can ask John.
Yeah, he always talks about how good you say you are at stuff. But, the numbers speak for themselves. I was looking at you online earlier.
Exactly.
You know, he's not the athlete you are. He never was. And he'll always be a little bit upset about it.
I try to tell him.
But yeah, thanks for coming on. Would love to talk to you about what you've got going on and talk about a little football, see where things are going to be going next year.
For sure.
So you're gonna be a senior next year, right?
Yeah.
And you've got one more season to keep impressing the scouts out there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I saw you've grown a lot. John was telling me that 2 years ago you weren't even a top 100 player in West Virginia. Now you're the 5th ranked player in the state and the top quarterback. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. When I was a freshman, even a sophomore, there was kind of some doubt.
Yeah, well, I think you showed him. You made your way up to a 3-star quarterback. That's pretty awesome. Have a couple offers. I mean, what do you think? What do you think was like that defining moment where you decided you were gonna really take being a quarterback serious and try and make something happen?
I think going into high school, but it like really took off before my junior year. Like training, like as a whole, was just a lot harder, and like got a quarterback coach. I got a quarterback coach going into my sophomore year, but it really took off going into my junior year. So it was just like a bigger jump than any other year I've had.
Yeah, you guys had a pretty good season. Is your quarterback coach near you, or do you go see him, or does he
He's
come
in
see you?
Atlanta, so
Okay,
I
there are a
go
lot
down.
of pretty good.
I haven't been on there too many times, but I'll get on Zoom calls and do some stuff with him.
Yeah, that's cool. I assume you'll spend a lot of time with him this summer, though, as you're trying to get ready for that big senior year, get those
Yeah.
last minute stats up, and get some few more offers in. So you have 2 offers right now. What are those 2?
UMass and Old Dominion.
Pretty cool. How long have you been talking to each of them?
Um, UMass was well, they both offered me pretty unexpectedly. So I was talking to UMass for maybe 5 minutes before they offered me, and then
Oh, wow.
Old Dominion was about 24 hours since the first time I talked to him. So
Wow, that's
they were both in. One was right before February. One was right after February. Um, and yeah, I've been down to Old Dominion. I like that, and I keep in contact with both of them. So
cool. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty quick to get an offer. I feel like from what I've heard and just other people, you have a few conversations before you get that offer. But
yeah,
I
for
feel
sure,
like,
especially at the quarterback position, that's pretty rare. So
yeah, you must have really impressed them in your 5-minute phone call you had.
yeah, just
Um, so you've got those 2. Have you taken any other visits anywhere else that really stood out to you that you're still talking to the coaches or?
Um, I liked Ohio. I've been there. Um, One of their coaches will come watch me throw in a couple weeks. West Virginia, obviously that's like, the in-state, like growing up here, but it's not like the ultimate, you know, goal. If if I were to get an offer from there, it'd be awesome, but we'll see what happens. So I like Ohio, I like West Virginia. I've been to App State. Um, I've been to Pitt, Marshall a little bit, so kind of all around the West Virginia area.
That's cool. You guys don't like Pitt though, right?
Well, at this stage in my recruiting slash life, I kind of have no choice but to be all in on them if they were to pull the trigger. So
Yeah, absolutely. You got to do what's best for you. You can
yeah,
throw away
I
those.
didn't really grow up in the era of the West Virginia Pitt hatred though, so I don't really care too.
Yeah, yeah.
So talk me
Yeah.
through. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Zach.
So talk me through a little bit. So you're a 3-star, right?
Yeah,
So any interest, like you said, so say you were to go to a power like a Power 5 school, um, do you think you'd start right away? Just just based on your experience and what you've seen, like what do you think going in? I don't really know how all that whole thing works.
yeah. So obviously, at the end of the day, that's really hard to do. But at the same time, it's gotten more and more available over the years. Like people have done it, and that's the goal. I mean, that'd be sweet wherever I go. Um, but it's never a bad thing to get a little wisdom and sit for a year or two and see what happens.
100%. So if that were the case for you, where would you lean? Like, would you lean to a school that's saying, okay, hey, you might sit under you. We might, like what you see, you come into training camp, whatever. But as far as scheme and as far as, what you want to do as a player, like, does that affect your school choice?
Yeah, I mean, wherever you're looking to go, you want to like check the depth charts and stuff like that, see how many they're holding. Um, I think a big thing is to I've been going to their practices, see how everything works, like see how they coach their players. Um, so I think that's big in terms of like getting to know everybody. But at the end of the day, like if you go to a school and like you just like it on the spot and you like how their coaches coach and even some players on their team, like it'll click when it clicks, I feel like.
So the reason I'm kind of going this way is because Austin was talking about how, you might not have been the player you are like right now, growing into, freshman, sophomore year. And who's to say you won't, change even more minds as we keep going further. You have the ability to come in, do that at training camp. And I was just, mainly for our audience and, me, Jack, and Austin here, just walking you through your process, and it appears like you've got a pretty good handle on things, and all the power to you, man.
Yeah, um, it's a lot, but at the end of the day, that's what I want to do. So that's what it takes. I mean, I'm playing baseball right now, but I got to find a way to work in some workouts and stuff. So I'll go in the mornings. Um, Over the summer,
That's that great.
it's
That's
it's
great.
7-on-7s with the team, like right after baseball. So yeah, it leads right into football. So it's a heavy summer, heavy once we get into games, and then I'll figure out what's going on from there.
What position you play in baseball?
Play right, and then when that guy pitches, I'll go to center. But I like being in right,
You got
show
that
off the
arm.
arm a little
You got to
bit.
show off that arm. Yeah, there you go.
Exactly.
Throw those guys out at third. That's what I'm talking about.
So
Well,
Abe,
oh yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Jack.
Abe, it sounds like you're a freak athlete.
Uh, I mean, I like to think so, but we don't got to go there too much.
When you're not, baseball practice, football practice, when you're not doing that, what do you do in your free time?
I eat a lot of Chipotle. My thing.
Chipotle.
Oh yeah,
Now, are you a
but
burrito guy or you're a bowl guy?
burrito.
I knew I liked you. I knew it. I knew I liked you.
But
I'm a
I
bowl
mean,
guy.
I don't know. I got some friends on like both sides of the sports, and then I have some off. So it's just kind of like after practice, before practice, I'll just hang at friend's house, hang here, play games with my brother, um, or brothers across platform because they're both at college. But yeah, that's about it.
It's awesome.
What games do you
Hey,
guys play?
We play FIFA a lot recently.
There you go.
Used to be Call of Duty a lot, but we kind of made the switch.
Yeah, COD's just not fun anymore. Just really not that great.
Yeah, it's not really the go-to.
Um, yeah. So your older brother, not the oldest. He's probably your favorite,
Nah, love them best.
right?
Out here.
Who's better at pro clubs, you or John?
John is, as much as I hate to admit it, John is a better pro clubs player.
John might not want me to tell everybody this, but he plays pro clubs a lot.
Oh, I know. He's a no life, to be honest, but
He is
I know he's watching.
grinding pro clubs at all hours of the day.
Yeah, he's on that senior schedule, just at home playing Call of Duty when no one's on. Yeah,
Yeah, that's why he has a decent KD because he plays with like the kids that are homesick from school.
exactly.
Um, yeah, what is we won't make you talk about yourself forever, but I'm just curious about this summer, what it looks like for you. I mean, are you taking a lot of trips? Are you going to be 7-on-7s practicing every single day? What you got going
Um,
on?
so we have a 3 week period. It's like our kind of traveling 7-on-7 period. And we actually have 7-on-7s in those weeks. So it's pretty crammed then. But your junior year is kind of like your big year, and then I actually want to get my commitment done um, July, somewhere around then. So I'll play committed, and I'll have a little bit more of like a summer that I haven't had in the past 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, it'll be awesome. It'll kind of allow you to play free and just continue working on getting better instead of having to go through that process that is definitely pretty rigorous
Yeah,
and can almost be distracting from the main goal is you getting better at football. But when you've got all that to worry about, it's tough.
yeah, for sure. I'll go to
Uh,
a couple camps for some schools that are last minute, like I'm really interested in stuff like that. But in general, I want to chill by the pool a little bit this summer.
yeah, that's awesome. Well, hopefully you get to do that, and hopefully you get the commitment of your choice, and we'll have you on later in the summer after you've done that and talk a little bit more about how that's going to go for you. But
Perfect.
yeah, thanks for coming on. We're gonna, if you want to stick around, I assume you do for a little bit. We're gonna do a little NFL mock draft because that is 2 weeks from today.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll stick around for a little bit, take some
yeah,
pics.
we were gonna do a little top top 10 or 15 mock draft, kind of just go in a snake order. Um, what's your favorite NFL team?
So I actually follow Tavon Austin. He's a free agent as of now. Might never play again, but I don't really have much of a team. I just sit down on Sundays and just watch. Like I'll follow my fantasy team basically.
Yeah, yeah. Are you more of an NFL fan or college fan watching?
Um, this is pretty controversial, but like I kind of just like sitting down and watching the NFL. If we're talking about going to a game or something, though, like college atmosphere is wild.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's easy to sit down on a Sunday and watch all the games because most of them are good. Where in college nowadays, it's
Yeah.
half the games are 60-point blowouts. So I definitely understand that. Um, but we'll get started. I'll go to Zach because this is probably going to be an interesting pick for him for the Panthers at number one. At least based on what I think me and Jack would do. So I'll let Zach have the first pick. We'll go Zach Abe, me, and Jack, and then we'll just go in order that way.
Update. You're gonna have to fill me on who's got the pick so I can look at the roster and
Yeah,
assess.
no worries. So we're going to start with the Carolina Panthers at number 1. All right, and to fill you in a little bit, Abe, I'm kind of known as the group loser. So anything that I say is really shitty. But you got to think that when you're right, you're right. So when I'm talking about the Carolina Panthers at number 1, I know who I'm drafting. Okay, it's an obvious choice. I mean, he's been the man, and he's going to be the man in Carolina. And I'm taking Bryce Young, and there's nothing else for me to say. And there's no other quarterback in the draft that can compete with him.
I agree with it. I like it. Who's got the second pick this year?
Houston
The Texans.
All right. I will. If I'm being honest, with the second pick, I think Davis Mills is gonna play out to be a decent quarterback. That might be controversial, but I really think he will. I think Will Anderson will be the second pick.
I like
So
that.
Austin, for the game, sorry to interrupt. For the game, so say he says Will Anderson. That means we can't put him now.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone.
Okay. All right. Just for the audience sake. All right. So Will Anderson and Bryce Young, the 2 best players in the draft, are gone. That's huge for the program.
That's Alabama.
I like that. I like that because I think Davis Mills can be a pretty good quarterback too. But I also think the Texans are just, as a team, they have so many holes.
Yeah. You
And
don't
the
have
quarter,
anyone there for any hole they have.
yeah, and the 2024 class has 2 fantastic quarterbacks that I think are better than any in this draft, and this one has some pretty good ones. So,
True.
I think it's not a bad idea for the Texans to kind of build that roster and look next year. The Cardinals, now that Will Anderson's gone, I'm gonna have them take Tyree Wilson from Texas Tech. They need help everywhere, and they're not going to be good this year because Kyler Murray he's going to end up missing the whole season, right?
Kyler Murray.
If not the whole season, most of it. So
Yeah,
they're not going to be good.
I think he'll be back for a little bit.
Yeah, that for them, it's just about getting that freak athlete defensive end that can just keep helping build for the future. A lot of people would have them taking Will Anderson, assuming the Texans take a quarterback, but if they don't, then that would be their best pick.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Somewhat agree. I got someone that I feel like they might have taken, but I'll see what goes on.
Who do I have? The Colts next?
Yeah. The Colts are in heaven right now, the way this mock draft is going.
Yeah, they kind of have their pick of the... I gotta go CJ Stroud, right? No way. Yeah.
They would love that.
Yeah,
they would absolutely love that.
Yeah. Draft another quarterback.
What?
If they want to draft another quarterback in a couple of years, I mean, sure, that's what they want to do.
Oh, right.
Are they gonna stick with Matt Ryan?
I mean, I'd rip it with anybody on the street.
Shut up.
Abe, Zach a couple weeks ago said that CJ Stroud would be out of the NFL in 2 years.
As a starting quarterback, correct.
I'm a little confused by that, but
everybody was,
he won't be starting in 3 years.
I'll be honest. I'm gonna hot take it here and say that I think he'll have a better career than Bryce Young.
Let's not think very highly of him.
Ooh.
Bryce Young is an amazing quarterback, but I really think CJ Stroud's game will transfer over.
Huge. I like it.
I agree.
As do I.
L's for Murr in chat, please. Zach, who are the Seahawks going to take with their boy Geno still playing quarterback?
So Geno Smith will still be the quarterback. I actually like that a lot.
He got paid.
He did get paid, but it wasn't very long for that. It wasn't a very long contract. I look for them to not necessarily draft a quarterback this year, but in the future they're going to draft their guy. Especially if they hold on to Pete Carroll, they're going to draft their guy. Um, but if I'm in the Seahawks situation, I know they just signed Bobby Wagner. They've never had the O line that Russell Wilson really needed. Um, so I'm going to go with the offensive lineman out of Northwestern. I'm going to go Peter Skoronski. Is that right?
Yeah, he's really good. I don't know how Northwestern has such a great offensive lineman every year, but
Big Ten
they
pumps.
do. Yeah, they do. Iowa, um, Nebraska, Ohio State. Yeah, they always have good offensive linemen.
So I got Detroit.
You got Detroit.
So I'm not the most defensive-minded person in the world, so excuse me if they need some defensive pieces, but I'm trying to decide if Jared Goff's going to cut it or not.
It's not.
He is.
He will.
He's gonna
He
cut
had a
it.
good season, so I'm thinking. Now I don't know if they've gotten wide receiver acquisitions at all during the offseason. So let's say they haven't. I'm gonna have to go Jackson Smith and Jigba. I think he's the best receiver in the draft.
That's big. If he wouldn't have missed most of the season, he probably would be considered a top 10 pick. But I think everybody's just kind of forgotten about
I think
him.
people will go low on him, but I think he's the best.
How's this?
Position player in the draft, other than quarterbacks that'll go.
Yeah,
this
he's
better?
good. Yeah, you're good. He had like 300 yards in that Rose Bowl, right? Yeah, he is very good. And Olave and Garrett Wilson both said he was way better than both of them, and they both had pretty good rookie seasons. So, yeah, I like that a lot actually. That would help. You know, that would give Jared Goff. They have Amon-Ra, St. Brown.
Yeah.
Zach,
That's
who's the
kinda it.
Alabama receiver they've got?
Jameson Williams.
Jameson Williams.
That'd be pretty stacked.
And Jackson Smith and Jigba. That would be pretty solid.
Just need
Who
a
has the next pick if you don't mind? The Raiders?
Yeah, Raiders.
Okay, the Raiders need offensive line very bad. They need a quarterback too, I think. I'm not a big fan of getting rid of Derek Carr and getting Jimmy Garoppolo for basically the same amount of money because they're almost the same player, and I like Derek Carr a little bit more. But they need somebody to block for him, so I'm going to have them take Paris Johnson from Ohio State.
What do you think, Jack?
What about Garoppolo?
Yeah. Back where he came from. He's got the best receiver in the NFL. Let's see him win more than 5 games.
So you think Devontae Adams is the best wide receiver in the NFL?
Sorry, win more than 6 games. All right, my fault. Yes, I do. I think that, and I think he's got a great tight end with him. And the defense is.
Who's his tight end?
Oh, they traded. They didn't trade Waller, did they?
Yeah, Waller plays for the Giants now.
I forgot about that. All right, well, shoot me. He's still got Hunter Renfrow. And he's got Josh Jacobs, dude. Like, he's got weapons.
Yeah, he has the 2 best receivers in the NFL. I forgot about that.
Not quite. He's got Austin Hooper too. I like that. That's who they picked up. And if OJ Howard gets some reps, watch out for him starting. Okay.
Man, OJ Howard. That guy used to keep me up at night.
All right, so I have pick 8, which is Atlanta.
The division. Yeah.
Don't say the division winners. Okay, Atlanta. They need. Oh boy. Okay. Who's Atlanta signed?
They just got Jeff Okuda from the. Yeah, they just got Jeff Okuda.
They have a really good secondary right now, I think.
really good secondary. I don't really mind their up front. If I'm to guess, they need a quarterback, maybe some offensive line. I think they got rid of Alex Mack not too long ago. If I'm them,
Who's their
I'm
offensive
draft.
tackle?
They no, not offensive tackle. They signed Lindstrom to a big deal to play. I think he's their right guard. Um, they could probably use a tackle, but I would do something different.
I'll go the
They signed Calais
safe.
Campbell too.
I'll go the safe pick, and I'll say Darnell Wright out of Tennessee.
Yeah, he's good. Will Anderson said he was the best offensive tackle he's faced in all of his years at Alabama, and that's a pretty good compliment. Um,
For sure.
that would be big for them with Taylor Heineke moving forward. I don't know if they're planning on moving forward with him forever, but I think if the Falcons were sitting there with Anthony Richardson available, they would consider it.
Hmm.
Austin, you know John played against Darnell, right?
Really?
In high school, yeah. He's from about an hour from here.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was a stud then too, as you can imagine.
Yeah, I'm sure. Because he's pretty massive. I bet, like when you're in high school and you're that big, nobody's going to stop you.
For sure.
What do you play in high school? Like defensive tackle and offensive tackle?
I don't know. I don't really remember. I mean, I know he was offensive tackle, but I'm not sure. He definitely played defense for sure.
Yeah. Um, Zach, who are the Bears going to take?
Well, you took a lot of what they needed. They need offensive line. I'm building the defense. I'm taking Jalen Carter.
Okay. You're going to keep him in the top 10. I think he will stay in the top 10 even after everything that's happened. Um, I also saw he's only meeting with top 10 teams in his draft visits. So I don't know if teams will love that, but he's a top 10 player for sure. He's probably a top 3 player, honestly, talent wise. But yeah, I'm sure the Bears would be pretty ecstatic to get him at 9 for sure. And then the Eagles at 10, Abe.
All right, I'm gonna get off after this one, so I'll try to make my pick count. Um, so I think they, as you can tell by watching any of their games this year, I think they have their franchise back at quarterback right now. They still have Miles Sanders.
No, he plays for the Panthers.
Sanders.
Oh, he was traded.
He's signed with the Panthers.
Okay, I was about to say I think they have a franchise running back, but I think their wide receiver room is really good. Um, like I said, I'm an offensive mind. I don't know much about defense, but has Paris Campbell or Paris Johnson been taken? The Ohio State offensive tackle?
Yeah.
All right, let's say. So then I would just go to the next offensive tackle if I can find him. Broderick Jones from Georgia.
Yeah, that would be a good pick for them.
I think he was going to fall farther down, but like I said, I don't know how. I think the Eagles' corner room is pretty good right now. D line, they might need someone, but I'm not sure. So
I like that
They're a
pick.
pretty solid team all around.
yeah, it's hard to.
With them, it's just going to be probably best player available because they
Yeah.
don't have any glaring holes. But
Yeah.
well, we appreciate you coming on and doing that with us. We'll stay in touch about what you've got going on, and then we'll have you back on in a couple months after you've settled down and gotten everything figured out.
Perfect. Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah, we
Thanks,
really
man.
appreciate it.
Yeah, nice to meet y'all too.
Yeah, man.
I'll see you.
All
That was
right.
good. Keep following it.
So
If I'm Philadelphia first, I'm filling in the old veteran holes. I'm sorry we have to mention this. I'm filling in some of the old veteran holes. I'm taking defense 100%. I'm doing
I'm
that.
yeah, I'm taking
Take
Devon
a knee.
Witherspoon for them. But who's going to replace Robert Quinn?
Dude. I mean, it's nobody. Nobody.
He's irreplaceable.
He was second in sacks, not this year, last year. He was a Bear then. It's absolutely phenomenal what he's accomplished in his NFL career.
Well, if we kept going in this, we're not going to because this takes a long time. You have to pull up
No,
the
no,
playlist
we need
and
to get at
choose.
least Tennessee. We got to. I want to see what Tennessee. I want to see what y'all say about Tennessee,
Okay.
and then I want to circle back to Carolina.
Well,
Circle back.
it's my turn, right? The Titans are going to
Yeah.
take Anthony Richardson,
100%. I like that.
and then if it plays out this way, the Texans can take Michael Mayer at 12,
No,
and they can just build that team up.
no.
I don't know, man,
What do you mean no?
Why would you do that?
because he is
Why
You would do
wouldn't
that.
you?
such
Jack
he
McFadden, you
is
would
such
do
a
that.
safety blanket for
For
any
who?
quarterback for Davis Mills. And then next year, if that doesn't work out, you let Caleb Williams or Drake May throw to him. Get out of here. Who would you have him take? Because the receivers right now aren't good enough to take at 12.
What's wrong with the guy from USC?
There's nothing wrong with him.
Jordan Addison. What's wrong with him?
There's nothing wrong with him.
You can wait a year for him, sure. I'm sorry. If I'm Michael Mayer, I'm praying I get in that last little bit here. I mean, the Chargers are not too far down. You got the Vikings that are not. Well, the Vikings wouldn't take him just based on why they traded for a tight end last deadline. Jacksonville could take him. Even New York wouldn't.
They
take
don't.
him, so, yeah.
The Jaguars don't need him.
Dallas would take him in a heartbeat right now. Schultz departing.
I don't want Dak to ruin his career.
I think
That's a damn good point, Austin.
Oh my god. No. Dude, ruining the guy's career is saying, okay, yeah, you're not going to be rookie of the year because you got no O-line and Davis Mills throwing to you. Come on, let's be realistic.
Could you imagine, though, if he
Green
fell
Bay.
to the Chiefs and the Chiefs had Kelsey and
Oh my
Michael Mayer on the field at
God.
the same time?
They would never lose another game.
I'll put some Dr. Pepper on that.
Well, realistically, I think because what I'm looking at right now.
What about the Commanders?
Okay, no, you go ahead.
Sorry. All right.
It's two teams taking tight ends back to back. It's the Bills and the Bengals.
The Bengals need a tight end. Michael Mayer with Chase and Higgins.
Right, Hall of Famer already. But
Oh man,
it's saying Dalton Kincaid is going to the Bills, pick 27, and then Michael Mayer, pick 28, to the Bengals.
that guy is good.
Yeah,
He's
but
faster than Mayer.
Yeah, but Mayer's cracked. He's amazing.
Correct. But the thing is, Kincaid would be a better fit for the Bills because they don't have, like, other than Diggs, and I don't like Gabe Davis. I don't want anybody to say, "Oh, take Gabe Davis," though. They need that, like, deep threat, and Michael Mayer is the kind of guy where you've got Higgins here, Chase here, you put him out here, let Mayer run right here in the open space and get 12 yards of play.
I'm saying just if that were to switch, I think it wouldn't really. Both teams have good quarterbacks, so I mean it's a win-win.
Yeah, and both of the players are very good too.
Yeah.
This group of tight ends in this draft is really good. Even like the third and fourth round guys, like I would like for the Panthers to take one, like in the fourth round or something. No offense to Tommy Tremble, but
No, trust me. Trust me.
time we get some receiving tight ends back, like the Greg Olson glory days.
Well, they got Hayden Hurst.
Oh, that's right. They did get Hayden Hurst. That is right. Um. Okay.
Oh, we have some questions.
We do have some questions.
Do Pooch and A-Hall also want Bryce?
I am okay with either of them. I'd rather have CJ Stroud.
If I had to pick, I'd go Stroud, but I'm happy either way.
And I hate Ohio State.
I mean, I fucking hate Ohio State and Alabama. I think I hate Alabama a little bit more, just because Zach's
I don't hate Alabama.
ruins them. I hate everyone except Notre Dame, if I'm being realistic.
Tua is one of my favorites. I don't hate Alabama. I just want CJ Stroud.
Then our friend Jacob Vargasco asked if Z Murr bought the Commanders today. Is that true?
No, I didn't. I was about to ask your dad the same thing, Jacob. But I don't know. Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, that'll be interesting because Dan Snyder, although he's a fantastic person, may not have been the best person for the job.
Anthony Richardson will be better than both of them. That's a hot take from Mr. Vargasco.
That is a hot take, but is it that hot? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it is 100%.
I'm not sure.
Yes,
That guy could be really good.
we'll see. See, even Henry's on Team Bryce. See, I like that. That's huge.
I've been leaning more toward it this week after what Steve Smith said the other day.
We traded away Steve Smith's pride and prodigy.
Did you guys see what he said about Bryce Young and CJ Stroud?
Yeah.
You did? He laid into dude. I was
What he said?
Yeah, he said that Stroud throws a better ball, but basically he's not nearly as smart as Bryce Young.
I think one of those points is right.
He said he will never be able to process even up to 30% of what Bryce Young is able to process.
Like that.
Yeah.
All right, Team Steve Smith. Here we go.
Yeah, but Steve Smith is also paid to say stuff on TV to get people to listen. So,
Hey, so are we. So are we. You picked Florida State and you're fine.
Florida State's not making the playoff. Okay, I'm just a content creator, just like Steve Smith. Florida State can't make the playoff because they'll have 2 losses. So,
yeah, we need to redo those.
No, I'm straight with mine. I'm straight with mine.
Yeah,
what was yours?
Redo mine.
Oh, you had USC, didn't you?
USC, Bama, Clemson. I think I had Georgia.
Well, I mean, you have to redo yours anyway.
Why? Because it's gonna be right.
No, you're missing a big team in there.
I'm redoing mine right now.
I'm not sure that I am.
Austin, you're doing yours?
I put Bama in there.
Georgia, Notre Dame, LSU.
Ooh! Now that is spicy.
No, it's not.
I like that.
2 weeks, and say, oh yeah, I don't mean to say that. LSU.
No, I mean it. I've been looking at LSU and what they have coming back.
Oh my God, they always have things coming back.
Yeah, but I want Notre Dame to play LSU in the playoff. Well, Marcus Freeman versus Brian Kelly. That would be fun.
We'll see what Saban does.
That would be fun.
Is that going to happen? No.
The thing is, Georgia's not going to lose a game, so Georgia's going to be 1. They're going to beat LSU in the SEC championship, so LSU will be 3, and Clemson will be 2 because they're not losing a game this year, and then Notre Dame at 4 because they'll be 11-1.
You got to flip.
Yeah, see, y'all don't even have your stuff straight.
You're a
I've got
Bama
my
fan,
stuff
dude.
straight.
No, I think that y'all are so different on who's winning what. I think that you're going to have a problem with whatever. LSU is going to beat Alabama in your thing, and they're going to lose to Georgia. So that means they can lose. That's the game. That's it. They lose one game. LSU's losing one game to
Yep.
Georgia.
Yep.
I will put some dew on that. Dude, I'm laying into you on this. Holy shit.
Murr is angry.
Yeah,
LSU will beat
LSU.
Florida State game 1.
Wow. Okay, so your pick the other week is just out of it now.
It's gone.
Zach's so flustered.
So LSU Tigers, 10-4 this year.
Go Tigers. Go Tigers.
See, I love that.
Go Tigers.
So-
My name's Coach O. Go Tigers.
They're gonna beat Alabama in Bryant Denny.
Yep. Jalen Miller is going to.
They're gonna beat Ole Miss, Auburn.
Yes. Yes.
So no, this is the SEC coming out of you, dude.
Yeah. See, you're just naming a bunch of 7 and 5 teams. I don't need to hear that.
No, Ole Miss is gonna be better. They're gonna be good. They're gonna be.
They're not.
Gonna be better.
Arkansas
There's
hung
no
like 60
shot.
on him the last game.
There's
last year.
no shot that LSU goes 12-0. There's no shot. All right, I'll give you Georgia State and Grambling, but the others, it's SEC football at its whole. There's no
Oh
off
my
week.
god, there it is. Chat, there it is. Kids
No,
brainwashed.
12-0 for LSU. I will put 50 cases right now. Let's go. 50
They just
cases.
did it 3 years ago.
With an all-star squad. Who do they have now?
They have got some players on that team, man.
Oh, I'm sure they do, but I don't see anybody that says Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase.
You didn't know who Joe Burrow was before that season. You have no idea, though. That's the thing.
No, I knew who Joe Burrow was. We beat
Well,
him.
yeah, we knew who
beat
he
him the year
was.
before. Yeah.
Yeah. He wasn't Joe Burrow then.
No, that's what makes him Joe Burrow, though. Does that make any sense? Dude, I'm telling you, there's no way that they're going to go 12-0. I'll put some Dr. Pepper on that right now. I'll put it on.
They can
Let's go.
absolutely go 12-0. Let me look at their schedule. I'll go through it with you.
Let's
I'll
do
give you a
it.
score. I'll give you a score for every single game.
Okay.
How
we
about
need we need to clip this crap. Put it on the internet. Florida State.
Florida State.
They lost to them last year.
They did lose to them last year. Let me get it pulled up. Hold on. Florida State.
Yeah. What's that?
27 to
score?
21.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. Mississippi State. Move on.
41 to 10.
Wow. That's no shot.
Name
Arkansas.
one player who plays on Mississippi State.
I know that they're not going to beat Mississippi State 41-10 on the road. I don't need to know any players.
Arkansas 33 to 13.
Dude, Arkansas has been a good squad here in the past couple seasons.
Have they though, or have they just beat the Mississippi States and the Missouris of the SEC, and everybody just ranks them high because they're in the SEC?
You just literally told me that LSU is going to beat the second best team in the ACC, the first game of the year. And KJ Jefferson is playing this year. And he's a tall, big quarterback.
Care.
I do care. You're contradicting yourself just by saying that LSU is going to beat Florida State. I'll be honest. LSU is not, I
don't
can see
care
that.
what I said 6 weeks ago.
I'm talking about right now. If the ACC is better than the SEC, Florida State should win that game. Because I don't think LSU...
never said the ACC was better than the SEC. That's ridiculous.
You put two teams in there. Well, you put two teams in there. I don't think that's
two
ever
SEC
happened.
teams in the playoff.
you put 2 ACC teams in the playoff the first go around. Now you're changing it because you know that that's not going to happen.
It's absolutely not going to happen.
Exactly. But LSU is not
Yeah,
going to
so
go
I'm
12
telling you what's going to happen. And then they're going to beat Mississippi by 21 points, and Missouri by 600, and Auburn by 700.
Auburn's got a new coach. I'm telling
don't
you, they might win
care.
that game.
They're going to beat Army by 800, and then they're going to go to Bryant Denny, and they're going to win 38-30. Because Milroe or
What do
something's
you
going to have
think,
too many
Jack?
turnovers.
What do you think, Jack? You can't tell me that they're going to go 12-0. You cannot tell me they're going to go 12-0. This is awful.
All right. 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, 5, 6, 7, 8.
They're going to beat Alabama back-to-back years. When's the last time that happened?
That's the game I'm on right now. So they'll either go to 9-0 or 8-1.
They won't be undefeated going into that Alabama game. I'll put Dr. Pepper on it.
Will Alabama?
Yeah.
Who did they play? They got some tough ones. You guys beating Texas?
Yes.
Okay. What about Texas A&M?
Game in Texas?
We'll beat Texas A&M too.
No, that game's in Alabama. What about Tennessee? Beating Tennessee?
Yeah, 100%. We're not letting that orchestra shit happen again.
But Chattanooga, that's a tough one. I think I'm gonna take Chattanooga on that one.
T.O. might no, he won't be there. It's in Bryant Denny, but yeah, I look forward. Maybe I'll see T.O.
Zach, you're frozen, by the way. Yeah, turn your camera on and turn it back on.
At Texas A&M, October 7th?
Dude, you just said that LSU is going to kill... Oh, no, we haven't got there yet. So
I haven't gotten there yet.
You're... I don't know. Milroe beat them last year.
Texas A&M is going to be a lot different this year than they were this past season.
Whatever. This is ridiculous. This is awful.
I know how we feel that whole episode when we went through Cam Newton or Josh Allen.
This is worse.
Not even close.
You're saying that LSU is going to go undefeated.
They have a better chance than Josh Allen being better than Cam Newton. Yeah.
We need to get some more views on that. We need to get some more views on this LSU garbage too. See, this is the point in the podcast when you should be putting out a sticker or one of those stickers, and then we vote, and then we say, "Oh, well, Murr's right." I mean, this is absolutely.
See, that's not how that works because the audience usually agrees with Austin and I.
Yeah, it's just your friends. That doesn't count.
That doesn't matter. If your friends were in here, they would agree with Austin and me. 100%.
No.
Henry agreed with you about Bryce Young.
Owen was biased. Owen literally said he's going to pull for Cam, but that's different. That's his
He's an Auburn fan.
But he said your argument was shit.
How was ours shit and yours wasn't? You were saying outlandish shit about different players that didn't even matter. All right, okay, we're not gonna get into this because this is just gonna go on for another hour. We'll leave it at that.
Well, if you're thinking about who's better between Cam Newton and Josh Allen, you got to talk about Von Miller.
Yeah. Cam can't hold on to the ball. Von Miller knows that. Fucking idiot.
If you don't dive on a ball and you're wearing MVP shoes, I don't care who you are.
Oh my god.
Get off of football. Let's get off of football.
I actually do want to go over some things. I
want to go over some things too. Jacob had a request to talk about spring games. When's Alabama spring game?
Oh, Jesus.
I couldn't tell you.
You couldn't tell me. Okay. Sick fan. All right. I see Jack's also looking up his, so you guys are just fantastic fans of your teams. Clemson spring game is in 2 days at 1 o'clock. They're doing it different this year. They usually split the team right down the middle, but they're going to have like starters against starters, second team against second team. So we're going to get to
It's
see
next
Cade Klubnik in the
Saturday, Earth Day for Alabama.
Okay. I wasn't
Yes.
talking.
Sorry, I'm not a head scout, or I don't go to.
Oh, Notre Dame changed theirs because they're going to Ireland.
What does April have to do with what they're doing in September?
What? No, they're going to Ireland in
There's-
August.
I know. Yeah. So why can't they play their
I
spring
don't.
game?
Their spring game's April 22nd.
Oh, that's late.
Yeah, that seems way later.
It's probably because they have a different practice schedule starting back because they have certain rules they have to follow, so they probably can't start exactly when they normally do. So they pushed it back a little bit. Yeah, Clemson's going to have Cade Klubnik going against the first team defense. Clemson's defense is going to be pretty stout this year. So him and Lincoln Riley are going to get things going, and we'll see the changes on offense. I am excited to see it. I'm going to get home from work later that day and watch it all the way through. We'll see what happens. I don't feel extremely confident. I don't feel terrible about it. I also know spring games don't matter. I was reading something about this guy who works for Sports Illustrated went to the Clemson spring game in 2011 or 12? 11. And he wrote about how bad Taj Boyd was going to be after watching the spring game. And Taj Boyd ended up being a top 10 Heisman finalist twice. So it doesn't mean everything, but it is important to see, and it gets the fans excited. I'll be glad to watch it, and I'll dive into it a little more next week. But yeah, football's coming up. It's not that far away. Hey, Murr.
Yeah.
Who is Alabama's starting quarterback right now?
I've been seeing that they like Milroe a lot, actually.
Okay. I was just curious because I've been a Simpson fan, but
I've just been watching a little bit of stuff, and they like Milroe right now, but they're really not gonna tell you it is April. But they do actually.
well,
like
and
Milroe.
the thing is, like, you don't know until you get them in game situation. It's a lot different
100%.
in September than it is April. Also, yeah, Jacob, I'm sure this is what you were looking for. I'm very excited to see Christopher Vizina play on Saturday. I hope he gets to play with some of the starters for a little bit. Because I've been hearing about how good he looks, too, so I'm excited for that. And then you go to Notre Dame spring game where you get to see Sam Hartman.
That's the only thing I'm kind of excited to see. But I never watched the spring game because just once, like, it makes me want college football more.
Never watched the spring game.
I usually go to the spring game.
Well, you can. I can't.
Yeah, neither of you can. I mean, that would be a big trip for a glorified scrimmage for you guys.
Yeah.
I think we were back by 3:30 last year when we went to the spring game, so yeah, it's not that big of a deal for us.
Yeah, I already know what is gonna happen. Like, I know I want to see what Sam Hartman can do, but I'm more like, I know what Logan Diggs can do. I know what Audric Estime can do. I'm curious about the wide receivers. Audric Estime is a fucking animal.
Yeah, he looked pretty good in one game last year.
Yeah. Which one?
Sickening. I can't remember. I was watching this game, and they both ran for like 600 yards, and blocked punts in the first 2 minutes of the game.
Our special teams coach got a better offer, so he's out. I'm pissed at that.
Where'd he go?
I have no idea.
Hopefully Clemson.
Hopefully not.
I would have heard about that. Yeah, so let's move on from football and let's go. I want to talk a little bit about the golf tournament this week because week after the Masters, congratulations to John Rahm. None of us picked that correctly, but I don't know how no one picked John Rahm because he's a top 2 player in the world. I think he's probably ranked first right now.
Gotta be. I didn't even think of
he
him.
was struggling. Yeah, I think
Okay.
it was just more of just the boredom factor of Rahm because he wins every week, it seems like.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's going to win this week based on how he played today. They're at the RBC Heritage at Harbour Town. Pretty low scores today, surprisingly. But the weather got a little bit bad. They had to delay. A couple guys didn't even finish the first round. Hovland played fantastic. I really like that guy.
He's getting way better.
He is getting way better. This year is where he's gonna take that step and be one of those guys. Like, when you see favorites for the 2024 Masters, and it's usually like Scheffler, Rahm, Rory, Spieth, Justin Thomas. Now Hovland's going to be in that category for sure.
He shot 7 under 64 in the today. God.
I think he had 0 bogeys.
Have a day.
And that course is very hard.
Oh, so what did you shoot when you went?
I shot 84.
So where'd you be in the field? I don't know what.
I'd be last.
Oh.
I'd be last, but Dylan Fratelli shot 80. So, hey, I don't hit it on the water in a couple par 3s and make 6s on like every par 3 on the course. I might be up there, like
there you
tied
go.
on 38th or something. You never know. But yeah, Ricky Fowler played good. He's 4 under, which is, I just love to see that.
It's awesome.
Spieth played good. He had a bad bogey, but he's 3 under. Schauffele, Justin Rose, Zach Johnson, Matt Fitzpatrick, Joel Damon, Jimmy Walker is 6 under through 16. I haven't heard his name since he won the PGA. And Brian Harmon, all five of them shot 6 under today. It's a good tournament. This is always a good one.
Yeah, but who watches it
a
though?
little bit more now.
Yeah, I feel like if I played it, because I always watch the Bay Hill now, like no matter what.
Yeah.
But
and it's different now too because now they have to play in more events. So this event last year, Spieth won, and he was about the only big name. But now you look at it, Hovland, Fitzpatrick, Rose, Schauffele, Fowler, Scheffler, Kuchar, Spieth, Justin Thomas, Fleetwood, Adam Scott, Gary Woodland. All of these guys are playing in it now where they used to not because they would take the week off after the Masters. But now that they have to play more tournaments, this is when they're going to go play. That is a $20 million purse. It's higher than the Masters.
yeah, but like it's the tournament after the Masters. Like Masters is crazy big, right?
Yeah.
So it's just kind of overlooked.
Akshay played. He shot 4 over today. Yeah, and Rahm shot 1 over. So did Morikawa. I was watching both of them play, and Rahm messed up those first few holes, but those holes are tight. He couldn't get in the fairway. Yeah, this one's gonna be interesting. I think Spieth will end up taking it, but we'll see. Let me go to, I want to cover 2 more things. First, I want to talk about the Champions League and how that's wrapping up. I don't know if Pooch wants to talk about it that much.
I have no desire.
But
Henry's going to want to listen to this.
Yeah, that was a rough showing for your boys, Pooch.
I turned it off, dude.
They're gonna have to do a lot next week to keep going, but it's probably just
it's over.
It's not, it's not Chelsea's year. It's just not.
It won't be for a while.
Who do you think's gonna make the final?
So
There's one answer that's free.
Who?
Man City.
All right. Yes, Man City is playing crazy right now, but Real Madrid always performs. And I'm not saying that just because they're playing Chelsea. I'm not trying to boast them up, but they are a really good team. They're loaded. The semis on that side, it will most likely be Madrid and then City. And the other side, I think it will be. Wait, what was the score of the Inter game? Hold on. Oh, Milan won. Oh, Inter. Oh, okay. So it'll be in the semis. It'll be Madrid playing City, and then it'll be Inter Milan playing. Mm, playing Napoli, and then City will beat Madrid. Napoli will beat Inter, and then City will do it. They'll lift the coveted Champions League trophy.
That's very similar to what I was going to pick. I was just going to say Inter Milan and City in the final, but Man City's going to win.
Unless you want
They're just too good.
my passionate pick. Chelsea will win against Madrid. They'll beat them in the next game, 4-0. Then they will beat City, and they will beat Napoli in the final. But that won't happen.
Crazier things have happened.
It's true. But yeah, no, City wins it. Sadly.
I'm all for it. I'm getting a Holland jersey.
No, you won't, though. I forbid that. I can tolerate Henry. Henry's not toxic about it. He can be, though.
You guys wait until I'm in a different location and I'm doing this, and there's going to be a Holland jersey hanging on the wall behind me. What do you think, Mur? You're thinking about something.
Oh, I'm thinking about something. But yeah, hey, I liked Jack's insight. I'm not the hugest soccer guy. I've got a couple experts in the field, but I'm not the biggest soccer guy. But Jack made a lot of good points. He backed up what he was saying, and I think it's very beneficial for our audience.
Thank you. You flirting with me?
He likes when I say nice things.
It's pretty rare.
When it comes to football, though.
Yeah, we see completely different.
Black and white. There's no gray. There's no gray with football between me and Jack McFadden.
Absolutely.
No way.
Not. There never will be.
Okay. So no Champions League final predictions from Murda.
I'm with the man. I'm with Pooch, dude. I am with Pooch. My prediction is his prediction.
Okay. Well, we had the same prediction, so that's good. We'll
Pooch is kind of the soccer guy, you know. No disrespect. He's the soccer guy, you know.
He's the soccer guy.
I'm the L guy.
But no, you're the next topic guy because we're talking about basketball. This is all you.
Yeah, you're gonna like this. I've got a good. John made me a good Lakers meme to post for them clinching the 7th seed.
It better be positive.
You'll like. It is. They made the playoffs. You'll like it.
This guy was texting me the whole time. He's like, "Oh, dude, how can they lose to the Wolves at home?" They were shooting
they were
50% from three. I was like, "Dude, what is Mike Conley doing?" I would have loved to trade for Mike Conley. Like, I've watched Mike Conley since I was
And that's why they didn't trade for
10
him
years
because
old. 10 years old.
exactly, yeah, because he's been in the
He's
NBA for 48 years.
huge.
So
Huge advocate right here. This
okay,
guy. All right, go ahead. Let's play the game. Let's play the game. Boom.
who is gonna make the conference finals in each conference, and who makes the finals? Who wins the finals?
All right, let's run through the West. All right. So it doesn't really matter for me too much the 8 seed. The Denver Nuggets will take care of either the Thunder or the Wolves. I think it'll be the Wolves, but I think that Denver will take care of them. 2 plays 7. That's an easy answer for all you out there. Lakers will beat the Grizzlies in 6 to 7 games. Okay. And then you got Kings Warriors. I like Austin with this. I was going to go with the Kings. Big Darian Fox guy. And I like Malik Monk as well. They've got a great Sabonis. He's just a Mr. Fundamental out there, but I'm going to go with experience, and I'm going to go with the Golden State Warriors. So 6 will beat 3. This is going to be huge for the Western Conference. We haven't seen something like this in a very long time. 4 will beat 5. The Suns will beat the Clippers in 6 games. 5 probably, but we'll call it 6 because I respect Tyronn Lue.
That could be a close series. Everybody's ready to give it to the Suns.
Yeah,
You get Kawhi
Paul
and Paul
George
George out there.
Paul George is not going to play.
If he's not playing, then absolutely not. But if he played, it could be close.
He's not going to play, I don't think. Phoenix will beat the Nuggets. Sorry, I don't think Jamal Murray is having the season that I want him to have. Jamal Murray is
I'm
on
not
my
the
list.
biggest Jamal Murray fan.
I am, but he's not living up to what I see him as, my expectation, which is crazy big for him. But the Suns will beat the Nuggets in 6. The Lakers will beat the Warriors in 5 or 6. I'll be honest with you. I think the Lakers can take care of the Warriors pretty handily.
Wow, that is a bold statement.
Even I know that's a hot take.
It's not very hot. You want to know why? Because we've got the 38-year-old out there who's playing basketball like he's 17 again. You ever see that Zac Efron movie?
He is.
Watch that.
He is.
All
LeBron is playing some good basketball, but 5 games.
5 to 6. I said 6. I respect Steve Kerr. And then we'll go Lakers Suns. Now this is crucial for me. This is really crucial. I'm fighting against 2. I'm not a big KD guy, but Devin Booker and I go pretty far back. Till 2015. And Chris Paul, Wake Forest guy. Watched him a little bit when he was in college. But I'm going to go with the Lakers. I'm going to stick with my team.
There's no way you watched Chris Paul when he was in college. You would have been like 3 years old.
Yeah. You never sat on the couch and watched Chris Paul? Not like I said Tim Duncan.
I'm sure I did, but there's no way you remember that.
I can recite the 2009 UNC basketball team right now.
Okay. You were
next episode, or you want to do it now? I was 7 years old then. I can recite.
Wait, you just missed a
weren't 3
fairly
years
big
old.
gap.
Yeah.
I can do it. I can do it right now. National champs,
That
2009.
just doesn't matter. Keep going. Keep going. That doesn't matter.
Don't test the history. Don't test the history. All right. Lakers will beat the Suns. 7 games. It'll be the most exciting series of the tournament. All right, let's move on to the East. Milwaukee will take care of their team. Boston will take care of theirs. We don't need to run through that. Philly will beat Brooklyn in 5. Philly will beat Brooklyn in 5. Okay? The Cavs will beat the Knicks in 6. I like what Thibodeau's doing with the Knicks, but I'm sorry. You've got to get somebody better in there. Cleveland is very young, athletic. I'm taking it up with Donovan Mitchell. They're going to win. At home, they're going to win. Okay. So right now we have a 1 through 4 spread. The Bucks are playing the Cavs. This is going to be a more difficult series for people than people realize. For the Bucks. But I'm still going to give it to the Bucks. They've got one of the best players in the world, and the Cavs need a
Giannis.
little bit more play. Yeah, and the Cavs need a little bit more playoff experience. Okay, we're taking the Bucks.
I don't think Zach got that.
What?
You said
What did
the
you
Bucks
say?
have the best player, one of the best players in the world, and Giannis is what I said.
Oh, not a lot of people.
Pat Connaughton. Is a ring.
Those people. All right.
He's getting another
We'll
one.
take Celtics Sixers. Okay. The only reason that this is going to be close is because the Sixers have the best player in basketball. So it'll be in 6 games. I'm going to give it to the Celtics because James Harden is not the player that he once was, and Joel Embiid is going to need some help. The Celtics play a team basketball game, and their depth is out of this world. Malcolm Brogdon leads a lot of what they do, and I've been watching him for a very long time. Virginia boy, Tony Bennett, just a huge piece for what they need. Okay. So then we got the Celtics Bucks. I'm going to give the edge to the Celtics again because I think Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are just, they're better off. And I think that, you know, I like the Celtics in that series. I don't know why, but Tatum is strong, and like I said, I'm going to go back to the depth too. I think that you know Boston's a scary team, not from 1 to 5, from 1 to 10. So I'm going to take Boston.
Jaylen Brown doesn't get as much credit as he deserves.
No, yeah, exactly. I don't think that he's
I
a number
like
one
Jaylen
player,
Brown.
but he's definitely one of the best twos in the game. So then we
He
go
averaged
back to
26.6 points per game this year.
oh yeah,
On
he's
49% from the field and 38% from 3.
He's crazy good. I mean, he's crazy good.
He shot better from the field than Tatum, but Tatum took an extra shot per game on average.
So I got Celtics Lakers rematch 2010, and I'm going to give the edge to the Lakers. They've got the best player in basketball, and with
You
D'Angelo
just said the Sixers
Russell,
had the best player in basketball?
well, now that Embiid is out, they have the best player in basketball, and um, LeBron gets ring number 5. Right here, right now, with D'Angelo Russell, the Lakers have went from being 2-10. Now they weren't. I know that they didn't sign him, but they were 2-10 with a 0.3 percentage of making the playoffs. Everybody wrote them off except for one person, and that's who's talking right now. And I made a lot of trades, made a lot of adjustments to the offense, and I like where we're at right now. I think we need a little bit more spot up shooting, but
You're
that's just
ridiculous.
practice. That's just will. So Austin Reeves, get in the corner and make some shots, brother. We'll be okay.
That
We'll be
guy's
okay.
good. He is really good.
Now I want to hear from old Jack. I want to hear what Jack. You don't have to do all that, man.
Yeah,
You don't
so
have to do all that.
I'm gonna start with the conference semifinals.
So the 4 teams. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So the Bucks will beat the Cavs. Boston will beat Philadelphia. For the Western, Phoenix will beat Denver, and then Memphis will beat Golden State. Now the conference finals. The Bucks will beat the Celtics. The Suns will beat the Grizzlies. So the finals will be Phoenix versus Milwaukee. And I think Phoenix will win.
Was that last year or 2 years ago when they played in the finals? 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Who played it last year?
Warriors,
Couldn't tell you.
Celtics.
Right. Okay. Good pick. Both of you, I like the picks.
Actually, no, I'll change mine. I'll go Milwaukee.
Oh, really?
I'll go Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton's getting 2.
Okay. They're pretty good. They're a very good team. They've got some good depth too. Okay. I don't like Zach. I don't care who the Nuggets play. I think the Pelicans can make it a series if they end up winning tomorrow.
They lost. They're out.
They play the Thunder tomorrow to see who gets
No, they
in.
already lost to the Thunder. They lost Tuesday to the Thunder. Thunder played the Wolves.
The Wolves, right, right. Okay, yeah. Then never mind. It doesn't matter. I was getting those two mixed up. That's my bad. The Suns will be the Clippers, but that will be about a 6-game series. The Warriors will beat the Kings in 5. That no issue.
That will
The
be a
Lakers
really good series.
the Lakers will win in 5 against the Grizzlies.
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
I don't care about Ja Morant and Dylan Brooks and Jaren Jackson Jr. I really don't.
And I don't either. That's ridiculous.
I'll take LeBron and Anthony Davis in the playoffs over those guys any day. I'll have the Nuggets beat the Suns, and I'll have the Warriors beat the Lakers. The Nuggets Suns will be 7 games. The Warriors Lakers will be 5 games.
I like that.
And then the Warriors will beat the Nuggets in 6 games, and they'll make the finals out of the Western Conference. The Bucks will sweep whoever they end up playing. The Cavs will win in 7. I like the Knicks, but I think, like when it really matters, are you going to take Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland or Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson? Probably Mitchell and Garland and Jared Allen, but the Knicks can keep that a close series. The Sixers will sweep the Nets, and the Hawks will beat the Celtics in 7.
Wait, what?
You heard me. The Sixers will beat the Hawks, and the Bucks will beat the Cavs. So this is a big series. You've got the 2 best players in the Eastern Conference, and Joel Embiid he's going to get his MVP this year, and he's going to go to the finals. But he's going to get beaten 6 by Steph Curry and the Warriors.
You better film this. I am going to get another kidney stone because y'all are going to give me so much Dr. Pepper that I'm not going to know what to do with it. This is not 2K. This is real live basketball. You can't make fantasy picks. Oh, shit. Oh my gosh. Where is the faith? Next thing you know, you're going to tell me the Hornets are going to win.
I can confidently say there won't be a time in my life where that's even a possibility.
Oh.
The Warriors will beat the Sixers in the finals.
If I need I need a backup like now. I know I don't get a lot from you guys, but bottom guy L. Here we go. All right, well put, Murr. Okay, Henry's just kind of off and on, dude. At least he's opinionated.
I'm opinionated.
Yeah, but he's not he's on and off, so you can kind of tell okay, he's listening and he actually he can match his own opinions up. I like that. I'll respect that.
Yeah. Steph Curry's going to do it again.
Love to see it. That means he'd come to Charlotte
Curry
faster.
Will be lucky to make it out of the first round.
I don't know about that.
I guarantee that'll be at least a 6-game series. Their road record sucks.
I don't care.
That's huge. They've got to win.
They'll win on the road. They'll be fine. I don't care what they did all season when Curry and Klay Thompson played every other game. I don't care. Jordan Poole and Jonathan Kuminga were the 2 main guys on the floor for a good majority of the season. The Warriors will win the finals.
So we got
Warriors. They'll sweep the Lakers.
We got Warriors from Austin. I have the Bucks, and Zach has the Lakers.
You got to give me some credit. You know, betting on a 7 seed, that's huge for the
Well, I really
program.
can't
Hey, I
because
bet on a 7 seed.
Zach,
Yeah, but
I know you,
that's just easy, Dr. Pepper.
and you're a big LeBron guy. So I feel like
Well, I
if
like.
LeBron was on any other team, you'd go with that team.
It depends on what team.
The Bucks.
Couldn't happen. Give me a
Well,
realistic.
if they had LeBron and Giannis, I mean, come on.
I don't think they'd win. I think I would just go out there and send 10 guys and foul all of them. If I'm the Warriors, I'm just subbing in guys and fouling them. I think the Warriors would win. I swear they would.
Because the
I
Warriors are the
literally.
best team in basketball.
Well, all right, fine. The Clippers would do the same shit. You know, like I'm just saying. I agree. I like. Okay, Jack, you're right. Fine, I'll admit it. You're right. Yeah, any team LeBron's on, I'm there. I'm making decisions. And I'm making the right ones. He's got 4 rings. A lot of it's because of this guy talking.
Hmm. Interesting.
LeBron needs to give you credit for his career.
He did in the last championship.
He said, shout out Murr.
No, he said, I want my damn credit. And I got it. So I was fine.
We'll see. We'll see.
I'm part of the team.
Well,
Part of the team. Team LeBron.
We'll see what people think on Instagram tomorrow when I
LJ.
get it
LJ.
posted.
All right. Well, hey guys, thanks for watching. I think that we're gonna end there. But this was a good episode. Shout out to the
Yeah, it
guests
was.
for coming on. Shout out for
Yeah,
Austin
thanks, Abe.
for getting him on here. And shout out to Pooch tonight. You know, I think that he's coming along.
He's
Coming
growing up
along.
right in front
He's
of our
coming
eyes.
along nicely. He's coming along nicely. What was that soccer stuff? And you know, we disagree, but he's got great
What are you?
insight.
The
He's
fuck are you talking about? I'm coming along.
like onto my side.
Oh, now, well, because you
Yeah.
said that, no, I refuse.
He's got great insight. I love doing this with him. So, thanks for everybody out there. Just huge, huge for the program. I'll see y'all next week.
See you guys. Thanks for listening.